Stadium in Boise, Idaho. Two teams hoping to finish the season with a victory in the Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he is really trying to motivate his team here today to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible. But getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up. But it all starts here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite, on the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pat.
Maybe a crease. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The RPO, it's complete. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off play action on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Collins. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. He's looking deep. Got it down the field. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught by Williams on the left. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, guys, I can tell you from playing in Cincinnati, man, when it gets cold and it's snowing, now all the elements are against you because you're cold. The ball feels like it's solid frozen. So now those exchanges are even harder to do. The hits hurt more. And that fumble right there, that's the first probably of many we'll see today.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Keeps it on the option. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Morgan. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Might be looking to run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up, breaks into the open. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Scott. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Owls come to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Collins. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for a crease, it's Scott.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. The second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught by Williams on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Scott. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Ready, go! Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the run, it's Scott. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. First and goal for the offense. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Gary. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle, perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Scott. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Got his man down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Scott. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. And they can't make the connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Reese, great energy in that building and a fun first half in this Las Vegas Bowl. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Idaho Potato Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They feed him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
4 wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Collins.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Might have a chance. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. The running back has it. There he goes. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass, it's Hayes. That's caught, it's Collins. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Last completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Morgan. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll run it. It's Morgan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Mitchell. Turning it on! Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Owls. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. He's got the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
There's a little room there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Finds his man down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air, it's Hayes. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's Morgan. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Morgan. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Reads it, fires complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Hayes. Unloads it left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The play-action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.